What's up? This is iPondades for a review for Fujitakrama, playing Plague Rider. First things I want to start out with are your play at the beginning of the game as well as your item build. I think your item build is nearly perfect. The only thing I would have changed are switching out an extra set of tangos and one less health potion. Just because Plague Rider is a hero that thrives on harassing the enemy team, and generally if you're going to be harassing a lot you want to keep your HP at full. And that means you can eat a tango and then keep harassing. You do start off by denying your creep in mid lane. Really good idea, helps out Soulstealer a lot with his lane control. Getting those early creeps is extremely important, and Soulstealer needs that extra boost. 2 wards bottom lane, perfect. 2 minor totems towards your power supply, also perfect. Alright, immediately after going up and doing counter ward on their ward, which was extremely good, almost as soon as he placed it, you went up and countered it, which was perfect. It's not up until here at about the 5-minute 30-second point where you use your Extinguish to deny a creep. Not only is it a spell that gives you mana, but it's also a very consistent deny. When you're playing Plague Rider, Chronos, some lane like this, especially with Plague Rider, it's extremely important to keep the creeps at your tower and not at Andromeda's tower. You guys kind of let her get a little bit too much XP, where you could have been using your nuke and your harass to keep her completely out of XP range like she is right now. Generally, when you're in a hard babysit lane, 2v1 like this, you want to be using Plague Rider's Deny out of XP range for her, because she does still get XP when you use Deny like that. But if you back up to the tower and use it there, she gets no XP for the creep, and you push it back to your tower. The other thing I maybe would have done differently looking back on it is you guys got hurt a lot by Warbeast being able to pull a wave. If you know you're going to be denying a creep middle, you can actually give the wards to Chronos and let him place it so that they get no pulls at all, and that probably would have made a nice boost for you. Here we can see you getting ganked as well. I think you did the right thing, which was nuke the Andromeda before you died. You know, there was no really running for you, so you did the best you could to help Chronos get a kill, so he was at least 1-1 in this trade. Here we are at the end of the game. You actually get a pretty good ultimate off at the end of the game here, but missed a kill on Warbeast earlier, where he was running away with only 130 HP and you didn't ulti him. Now sometimes you can actually be a little too stingy with Plague ulti. Sure, it's probably not going to bounce to anyone, but it will get the kill on Warbeast, and he was so farmed that game that if you can get a kill on that hero, it's usually worth it. Aside from ultimate usage this game, I think you did a really good job warding. One thing I do want to show you is when you're against a jungle hero, I think it's your job as a support to apply a little pressure to that jungle hero and block his spawns with wards. Warbeast especially is a hero that farms very easily if you just let him free farm, and will roll over you, as this game was an example of. And Warbeast, really, with Plague Rider slow, you can go in there and just mess with him and he can't really do anything to you. And you can see in the lane, you know, Chronos didn't really need help with Andromeda. She can't really stop him from farming, and he's going to be fine for the most part. Consider leaving to harass the Warbeast a little bit. But this game, you need to review your usage of your ultimate. You did keep your shield on, which I thought was really good. Use your Extinguish a little more often to control the lane and the position is where it's at. But you did a really good job warding. Good job with the shield. Overall, really good support play, but a little bit of your individual play needs to be reviewed. But good job, and see you in the next Learnhouse. Alright, I'm in a practice game here, and I'm just going to show you a useful ward spot for when you're playing against a jungle hero. The one thing you do want to do is block the pole, so you use a ward and block the pole, but you can also block this spawn right here as Hellborn by warding here, and it also sees the rune. Sees the rune, blocks the pole. Yeah, you're not going to have the vision over here, but I mean, sometimes sacrifices have to be made. A few places you can do if you want to ward the pole, be a little sneaky. You can ward it in the woods like this, or you can also, where I'm standing right here, you can put a ward right there, and it kind of sees this pathway. to see if ganks are coming, which is really kind of nice, but also blocks the spawn. Just make sure you put it like right inside the trees. Another useful tip is using the flying courier, which Glacius did upgrade it at the beginning of the game to block a spawn. My personal favorite is the small spawn here. Now, if you use the courier, you can see the spawn is blocked. This spawn is blocked. I may have actually failed at blocking this spawn. But assuming that the ward you planted blocks the pole, you will block 3. Oh yeah, it did. You can block 3 of the 5 spawns, and the only 2 left are these big spawns. And if you get like a double Catman spawn, that's going to be really hard to farm, and you're really not going to do well as a jungle. These are just a few simple tricks you can use to really gimp any jungle hero, and sometimes even force them into your own jungle, where against Glacius Swiftblade, that Warbeast should not be safe.